First of all, the TV show, it's very entertaining. But when I was watching it, I was thinking it's important to look to our past to understand our present.
Yeah.
This question is to both of you guys. Do you want to elaborate a little bit about this?
Yeah, for
Sure,
sure.
man.
I think, past, I'd go even deeper, just like those who came before you, and like your
Exactly.
ancestry, there's so much about generations in this show and how the generations of the past affect the generation currently, and how do we make sure that the generations to come are prepared and filled with love and hope and community? And you see that a lot with Medwin and Wash. Medwin kind of makes sure that there is this place for not just Wash, but other people arriving in Canada, that they are welcomed and they are felt that like they have a community, they have a place to call home and to love. And that's important when you're dealing with something that is multi-generational, I would say.
I would even
Certainly.
say one thing, as a Black American, I think a lot of times we have a tendency to believe that our stories begin with the institution of slavery in the States, and we have a way of forgetting that like our history extends much further beyond that
Exactly.
to Africa, and sort of being connected to it because the institution itself did such a wonderful job, I put that in quotation marks, of making us feel disconnected. As disenfranchised. And it's one of the most interesting questions that I get from Black people from other parts are like, where's your family from? And they're asking me what tribe, what country, etc. And I can tell them a state in the South, whether it's Mississippi or Arkansas, etc. And so it's a reminder to me in this story that like my history doesn't begin with that institution. It begins way before that.
You know what? I was really fascinated watching the story because I didn't know about the book and about the character.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it, when I was watching the episodes. I was telling you're also a producer in this TV series. What are the tasks of a producer in your case? You're an actor and a producer. How different it is when you're only just an actor on a project?
It's a little bit different. I mean, you, first of all, get a chance to sort of okay the cast. You know what I'm saying? So the ingredients that go into the soup, you have some sort of say over that. And it's by committee, like it's not decisions made by yourself, but in conjunction with the other producers. But that's exciting and fun because I love actors, and I love being able to have some sort of say in that. Being able to sell the show, right? Like, so you have an idea of a package that you put together, and then you have to go out and convince some studio and network to buy it or whatnot. So getting prepared to like put the package together that makes people excited to get it. Promoting the show, like is sort of having these large marketing meetings about what the sort of tactic is going to be for garnering an international audience, Oscar, because we're clearly talking to you, a local audience in the States, etc. So all these different things are part of the process. I leave the writing to the writers. I give a few notes on that, but like hopefully you hire people who are capable of doing the job that they're supposed to do, because if you don't delegate, you can become inundated and it becomes unfun all the way around. So I think the biggest gift that I have is trust, honestly, because I believe that my steps are divinely ordered. And if writers come to me that are drawn to the story as much as I am, and I can hear their enthusiasm, I'm going to trust that and that they can do their jobs and give me something that I'm excited to put into the world once I look at it on the page. And that happened time after time.
But you know what, guys? It's very well made, the TV series. It's very classic, very traditional, very lavish. It's not very, you don't see these stories very often,
Yeah.
now. So I'm very thankful for that, to see.
Oscar, are you saying that just because we shot in Mexico? Are you giving us like props?
Of course not, my friend. I'm saying this because it's the truth.
I don't know the way you said that.
You make me blush, my friends. Ernest, how did you construct the character? Did you have the chance to see what Eddie was doing, at the same time? Or
Yeah. No, I definitely did. I definitely did. I think it was important, you know, just to make sure I kind of maintained the curiosity and the innocence that Eddie brought so beautifully to the character. So yeah, we had multiple times where we could talk about the character and think about mannerisms, you know, small things we could do that like maybe I could carry on forward when I would do my portrayal of Washington Black. But a lot of it was just watching him on set, you know, watching him and just seeing like, okay, what is the essence of what he's bringing to the character, and how do I just capture that essence, and also how do I bring that into my scenes in the sense of like how does it impact how I'll react to that person, you know? Yeah, it was a lot of that, just seeing him and watching him doing his thing and just collecting evidence and collecting that essence. He's a phenomenal actor. He's incredible.
He's great.
Sterling, what's the feeling of having these customs and working in these sets, you know, historic sets? It's different from you're doing a contemporary story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is different. You know, I think a lot of the costume really helps you find the character. You know, was growing my hair out and had my beard, and so I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh, I feel a little bit like I am the mayor of this place, man. Like I felt like, yeah. I was going to use a term that was politically incorrect, but I'm using another one. There's something transformative about it, and then there's something really deeply imaginative of what the people who came before you had to endure in order for me to be where I am. Right? And so there's times in which I would put on Medwin's coat or put on his hat and think about the people that fought so diligently for freedom, like life or death. It was a matter of so that I could be here talking about it, telling these stories in a way that hopefully pays homage to them and honors the legacy that allows me to be free in this world. So yeah, it's awesome.
Guys, congratulations. Well done.
You the man, Oscar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye-bye.